Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial today, and today we are going to be working with my template 47, which is my poinsettia inspired template, but I want to show you another flower style that you can make using a few of the petals because you're not going to use them all. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to make these adorable flowers. Now, last year I was playing around with template 47 because I was like, you know what? I think I can use the petals besides making a poinsettia flower. Now, I do have a video tutorial. So this is the mini version of template 47. But I do have a video tutorial here on my YouTube channel sharing with you guys how to make the poinsettias the poinsettia flowers. So this is the newer version of the poinsettia that I made this year, incorporating my newest pink leaf center. So this leaf does not come with either of the poinsettia templates. It is a new release that I just released, and I wanted to make something fun for the holidays, especially for present toppers. Since like 3 years ago, I've been making florals to add on top of presents. I just think it makes it a lot cuter. Just because, you know, if you buy those present bows, it just, you know, I personally, I don't think it looks cute. So I think adding a flower on top of a gift is perfect. So again, there is a video tutorial if you want to learn how to make this one. On my Instagram, Ariel Lease Designs, I did do a little walkthrough on how to make this little rose kind of bunch as a gift topper as well. Look how cute is that. So I did use my template 49, and I just resized the roses down to make various sizes. So there is also a YouTube video on how to resize template 49 if you're interested in that. And this is the ping that I was just telling you about, the holiday ping. And I also talked to you guys how I made these little faux pine needle looking leaves. So that's also there. So that's also an idea for a gift topper. And as you can see right here, I have template 47. This kind of gives me snowflakes, which is exactly what I was trying to do, was kind of like a snowflake flower vibe, and to put on top of a gift. Like, how cute is that? So this is what we're going to be making today. So let's get started. So as you can tell by looking at this flower, there's only 3 layers, okay? Now with template 47, you receive 4 different sizes, and for each set comes with 6 petals. But out of those 6, you are only using 3 of the petals to make this floral style. So I'm going to take you to Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to show you what the SVG looks like for template 47, just because lately now I've been into the SVGs. So she is available in SVG and also PDF, okay? So if you're interested, PDF just means you don't have a cutting machine and you just hand cut. There is that one as well. You would just print it on your printer, and then you would make your own hard copy template, and that would be your physical template to trace and cut, okay? But let me take you to Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to show you which petals you are going to need to make this floral. All right, you guys, so this is what template 47 is going to look like. Now, as mentioned before, you are going to receive 4 different sizes to make the poinsettia. And if you want to watch the original poinsettia template video tutorial, you can find this on my YouTube channel. There's quite a few on them. And as mentioned, 4 different sizes, and it will tell you there, like the green petals is to make the 18-inch, the yellow petals 16, magenta 12, orange 8-inch, and that's exactly what I use today. So I did already resize them. You're just going to follow directions. You're only resizing the heights, meaning when you're changing, you are going to only change the height, because automatically once you change the height, the width will automatically already change for you. So mine are already resized. So remember, I told you we're only going to be using 3 petals. So we're going to make the smaller one. So I am only going to be using the wider petals. So I am not going to use these thin ones. So we're only going to be using this one right here. Sorry, I'm holding the phone. So we're only using the wide one. So if you want to make the other sizes, just do the same thing, where you're obviously going to just be using the wider petals, not the pointier ones, okay? So I'm only going to be making these 3, and you are going to need 8 of each petal, okay? So let me go ahead and duplicate those and cut them out, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I have my petals all prepped besides one. So remember, you're gonna need 8 of each one. So let me show you how you're gonna prep all the petals. So you are going to fold them in half. Now I am using cardstock, 65 pound. So this is what you wanna do. You're just gonna crease it in the center. You're going to get your scissors, and then we're just going to fringe. We're just going to cut at an angle. Just like this. Now, obviously, you don't want to go all the way up because then we'll just cut the petal off. And up to you if you want to make them thin, a little bit wider. I would say this is the most time-consuming part. Okay, so there you go. And then you're just gonna open it up. And voila, your petal is all done. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna get my glue gun. I'm gonna be using my Sure Bonder mini detailed glue gun. I'm gonna put the little ones to the side because we're only gonna need the big ones. Now, we are gonna alternate petals the way that they face. So 4 of them, the crease is going to be facing this way. And then the other 4, we're going to flip them around. Okay. So I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to add a small dot of glue. And then I'm going to add my petal. Just like this. So your main goal here is just to go around in a circle, and we're adding a small dot of glue just in case we have to readjust the petals. Oh, sorry, that's my dog. Okay, I think someone was at the front door. So we are just alternating. So this is crease, so we're going to do the crease facing up. This is a personal preference. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can have them all facing up if you want, or the other way. Up to you. Okay, I think I'm definitely gonna have to readjust. Maybe not, I don't know, let's see. I think I'm going to readjust these two because do you see how this circle is kind of wonky right here? So this is why you want to add a small little dot of glue. And then I'm going to readjust this one too. See, I don't get it right always the first time, you guys. Okay, perfect. So now we need to cover up this. Well, first let me add glue here. We need to cover up this gap right here. Let me go get the cardstock that I use because we need to cover this up. Okay, so I found a scrap. Well, it's not really a scrap. Well, it is for me just because this one is a little bit damaged. So we'll be using this one. Glue around like this, and then just cover that up because we definitely don't want to see that. Now you need your second size. We're doing the same thing. I am separating 4 facing one way, 4 the other. I mean, and it's pretty easy from here. You're just gonna go in between petals and going around in a circle just like that. So let me finish up this layer and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so that second layer is done. So we are on to our last layer. And again, I am separating, so 4 are going to be flipped around. And you are just going to go in between. So you want it to line up to the petal behind it. And repeat by alternating the side of the crease. So as you can see, such a simple flower to make. Only time consuming part is going to be the fringing of the petals. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, this paper is from Cardstock Warehouse. Right, we are almost done. My glue. Okay, perfect. We are all done. Just like that. So now it's time to add a center. So let me go ahead and grab it real quick. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be using my pink floral 3, which looks like this. Now, let me just show you a little tip as to how I kind of figure out what size I am going to use for my centers. So I get a measuring tape and then I kind of measure as to how wide I want the center to be. So that way I am not, you know, kind of guessing around, you know, trying to figure out the size. So roughly I want this around 2.5. So I did cut the image around that size. And then here she is. And then she is gonna go in the center just like that. So you're just gonna add a little bit of glue in the back. And then just glue her in the center. Now, obviously, if you want to make this larger, the center, you definitely can, or you can just add any center. Now, I am a bling girl. I love to add gems to my centers, especially in the holidays, because it just makes it more, you know, festive. So I am going to go ahead and pick out a gem. We're gonna go with gold just because this is kind of on the, you know, it really doesn't know in the cat. It's, I don't know, maybe like a champagne gold. I don't know. It's kind of gold. It's kind of silver. So we're just gonna see. That one's actually kind of cute. Let's put that to the side. It's always fun picking out. Actually, I kind of like that one too. Wait, is this the same one? No, this one's a little bit. They look similar, but this one's actually a little bit larger, if you can tell right there. The size, oh gosh, this is so hard. There's also this one. You know, I think I'm gonna go with the smaller one. And just FYI that you know what, we're gonna go with this one. That you can find, I do have gems on my Etsy shop, so pretty much all the gems that you see here, you can find them on my Etsy. I do have some packs there for you guys to see. So I always get asked about gems, so you can definitely find some on my Etsy shop. So now we're just gonna add some glue. And then you're just gonna place it in the center. I always find this is the hard part, trying to get it centered. But I think this looks pretty good, I think. And then voila, there you go. Use this as a backdrop to put on the backdrop, or like I mentioned, how I did in the showed you in the beginning. Let me go ahead and grab her. You can use it on top as a gift. Like, look how pretty that is. Love it. So I hope you found that helpful. So again, this is my template 47. I use my pink center 3. If you have any questions, please message me either on my email, ariellesedesigns@gmail.com, or Etsy. So again, she is available in SVG and PDF, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.